I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it.
It's the Warriors music. It's the Ultimate Warrior. It is. Look at that. The Ultimate Warrior. What is he doing? Is he going to attack Hogan? What is going on here? Clothesline.
So news in, the Minnesota Vikings arrange a private meeting, a private workout with quarterback JJ McCarthy. Oh man. See, real talk, this is big news, huh? Heavy, big news. Now, does this mean the Vikings will just automatically trade JJ McCarthy? Nah, dog. Cap, bro. But it does mean if that's the guy they're looking at, if they want McCarthy, now the whole trading up to the 4 or 5 spot could make sense now. You dig me? Because JJ McCarthy, realistically, he'll be there at the number 5 spot. Yeah, he'll be there at the 5 spot. I don't see McCarthy going before Drake May, Jaden Daniels, or Caleb Williams, but it comes down to who do the Vikings want. Now, if they like McCarthy that much, they love him, you know, do I believe in him like 100%? He's the guy. He's the man for the job. He should just be your future franchise quarterback. He's going to lead the Vikings to a Super Bowl. He's going to make it happen. No. Now, does he have the potential? Yes. No cap. Definitely has the potential, dog. Does he have the attributes? Yes. What do I love about him the most? His mentality, dog. His mentality, his never wavering attitude. I give that to him. But at the end of the day, mental cool, no doubt. Respect that. That's very important. That's very important. Maturity, etc., especially at the NFL level. And he's shown that his whole career at Michigan. But when we talk about talent, is he better than a Jaden Daniels? I don't think so. Is he better than a Drake May? I say that's close. Because Drake May, he has a lot of inconsistencies, dog. You really watch his game and watch his film and study him as a player. Strong arm cannon, comparing him to Josh Allen is valid. But also the negative comparisons to Josh Allen are valid too. You dig me? You get my drift? 1,000. So am I taking McCarthy over Drake May? I could argue that it's very close. It's very close. Am I taking him over Caleb Williams? No. I'm not. That's my opinion, though. But it's something about JJ McCarthy. It's something about JJ McCarthy the Vikings love. Now, if you ask me, JJ McCarthy is still kind of unproven. Had somebody in my live call him the GOAT. He ain't the GOAT yet, big dog. Hands down, man down. The NFL is a different game, different range, baby. I feel like he's unproven to a certain extent. If we're going off one season, last season, I mean, I would have to say Michael Penix Jr. is more proven than JJ McCarthy. If we're just going to talk one season, just one season, though. No, even though the Michigan Wolverines beat Washington, which quarterback had to put their team on their back the most throughout the season? JJ McCarthy, no disrespect, but for the most part, he had an easy ride, an easy glide, dog. You dig me? His trenches were dominant, both sides of the ball. Are we forgetting how you win games? Are we forgetting how championships are won at every level? Trenches, both sides of the ball. What did Michigan do? Dominate. Even against Alabama. You know, my squad, heavy, roll tide, full of pride. Now, Bama got better the second half, but they didn't do enough. And Michigan dominated for the most part. They hit Jalen Milroe in the mouth. They stopped the run game when they needed to, especially the fourth quarter. They jammed up the middle, plugged the gap, overtime victory. They dominated. They got big boys up front who can move bodies, both sides of the ball. And what do we always say? That's the most important, dog, part of the team. Trenches. First line of protection, First line of defense, dog. No way around it. We know the blueprint. So we can't get carried away. We got to be careful with just thinking JJ McCarthy is automatically going to be this elite quarterback. He has a long road, a long journey, a lot to prove. It's different from college and NFL, College players versus NFL players, dog. Times 10. You dig me? Times 10. And let's not forget, a lot of those big drives, his receiver made some great catches, man. It wasn't JJ McCarthy always putting the team on his back, bringing a team back down late, down 2 touchdowns or touchdowns, etc., etc. JJ McCarthy had a lot of help, dog. Heavy. A lot of help. He had a whole team around him. He had a great coach around him, dog. Now, I'm not knocking his talent, but let's just not get carried away. Like he's better than Jane Daniels. Like he's better than Caleb Williams. Huh? Now, if that's the Vikings move, that's their move. Would I be mad at it? No. Would I like to see something different happen? Hell yeah. I've been saying it all offseason. I'm going to stand on it. I would love for the Vikings to draft Brandon Fiske. Trade up for them D tackles and them edge rushers and build your trenches, dog. That's what I would love to see. I think it's the perfect time to do it. And if they are going to draft up and try to find that quarterback, right? I say, what the heck are you trading for the 4th or 5th pick for? It should be 1, 2, 3 or nothing. 1, 2, 3 or nothing, dog. Huh? In my opinion, dog. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense. Are we going to go, is the goal to acquire a quarterback who you maybe not know, you don't know, still unproven? Yeah, his mental is strong, very strong. But he has work to do. He has improvements to make, just like every other quarterback, every other player, I understand. But are we going to lean on McCarthy when we can trade up to the 2 or 3 spot and get a certified killer, dog? Huh? A certified elite player who's 9 times out of 10 ready to play right now. Yeah. He ready to give you the business, give him that work right now. Jane Daniels, dog. Drake May. Now, I say it's Corstons with May. It's more Corstons with Drake May than Jane Daniels and Caleb Williams, even though you got a Corston Caleb Williams mental as well. Huh? Now, if we're talking about leadership mental, McCarthy, dog, respect that. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to stand on it. But what is his real skill level? Has he been tested? You dig me? Has he been tested yet? And don't just tell me about playing Bama and playing Washington. Huh? And don't tell me about Michael Penix Jr. having an average game when he was under pressure the whole game because of the trenches. Huh? When he was under pressure the whole game because of the trenches, dog. Yes, he made some bad throws, some incompletions, no doubt. But who won the battle, dog? The trenches. That's my main thing. I got to keep reiterating it because people forget where their games are won, especially playoff time, Super Bowl time, dog. Michael Penix, are we gonna talk about whose arm is better? Who has the quicker release? Who has the quicker release? Who's more deadly when they're accurate? You got to give that to Michael Penix Jr., right? And if we're talking about building your trenches and trading down or waiting for a quarterback later in the draft, it's quarterbacks there. Fans may not like them, but you got Bo Nix. Huh? You got Spencer Rattler. So it's options. All I'm saying is options. So if you're going to really try to, get that quarterback of the future, why not make sure you get him for show? You see what the Bears doing? No hesitation, no debating. They drafting a quarterback with their first pick, dog. They drafting a quarterback with their first pick, dog. Hands down, man down. Clear to see, man. First pick, they drafting a quarterback, man. Heavy, man, huh? You can't tell me they ain't. They didn't trade Justin Fields for no reason, baby. So all I'm saying, the Vikings need to be very strategic, very smart, right? Very smart, man, period. So it's good they're bringing him in for a workout, a private meeting. I'm sure they're going to work him out, talk to him, interview him, see where his mental is at, his mind frame, which you should do. But I hope he's not the only one. I hope they bring Jane Daniels in, Drake May in. You dig me? Even some of the quarterbacks to get drafted later in the draft. Spencer Rattler, Bo Nix, Michael Penix Jr., etc., etc. Just weigh all your options, dog. Weigh all your options, what I'm saying. Don't put all your eggs in a basket, dog. Right? Period, bottom line, dog. That's all I'm saying, big dog. Period, man. Like the Vikings aren't subjugated just to have to draft McCarthy, dog. No. You dig me? That's what I'm saying, man. So just be smart about it and really think about it. Vikings fans and, just Vikings world, Vikings media. Which quarterback would you really want to see in the building? Which one makes sense? A lot of attributes, man. A lot of good things, good characteristics from JJ McCarthy. But we know for a fact he's unproven. You can't sit here and say, oh, you just all in on McCarthy. He's the guaranteed hit. Nah, man, no way, bro. No way, no disrespect. He had a much easier route. A much easier route, man. He had a better team. Michigan was dominant in all factors. All factors. Period, bottom line, dog. Dominant in all factors, dog. Not taken away from him. Not taken away from the big throws he made. Not taken away from his talent. Definitely not his mental. But at the end of the day, what is it about? What is it really about for the Vikings? You doing all these trades, putting all this work in to supposedly find your quarterback of the future? You let Kurt go? That's all I'm saying, man. So good news, McCarthy coming in for a private workout, man. Hope it goes well. Hope it goes well for the boy. But I'm not all in on McCarthy like that. Would I be mad if they drafted him? No. I'd be satiated with that move. I would be satiated with that move. Period. But at the end of the day, I just hope Kwesi O'Connell really, man, study, interview, dog, drill, break down, film, gameplay, etc. Their player, man, and make the best decision, dog. You really going to pass up a Drake May or a Jaden Daniels or a Caleb Williams? Because we know it's right here. It's right. The competition right here. JJ McCarthy, a little under. I kind of put him closer to Drake May. As far as who's better, it can go either way. You dig me? You may give the stronger arm to Drake May, but everything else can be debated, talked about really. That's all I'm saying, dog. Shout out JJ McCarthy, man. Love his heart, his integrity, his character, dog. Period. You can tell put in the right situation, he will be a great leader. Great dude in the locker room. Players would love to be around, right? Galvanize around, huh? Not questioning none of that. But all I'm saying, it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. And you're going to take a risk, take a chance, make all these maneuvers in the offseason, release Kirk, trade up, etc., and not get the guy you really want. But hey, maybe KOC sees something. Maybe McCarthy is the guy. And if he is, so be it. Props to the Vikings, man. But whichever move they make, just make it their best move, dog. Now, next topic, Marvin Harrison Jr. It's a lot of debate, a lot of questions. Even had some people in the live say, hey, should the Vikings draft a receiver? Especially if they keep their 2 picks, 11 and 23. All I'm saying is this. Nothing wrong with depth. Like I say, you can never have too much depth, dog. No matter what position, talent is talent. And if they were to draft Marvin Harrison Jr., woo, you talk about weapons. You talk about an explosive offense. No doubt. But I don't want to see the Vikings go that route. I'm going to stand on it. I think the Vikings have a solid receiver room right now. As long as certain players can stay healthy. You dig me? Like Jalen Naylor, Brandon Powell, etc. I like the Vikings receiver room. I'm excited to see what they can do. But if they were to acquire Marvin Harrison Jr., would I be mad? No, because the offense would be crazy. Skill position would be crazy. Marvin Harrison Jr., a day one starter. You talking about Jettas if he stays. Addison and Harrison Jr., woo. Trio is crazy, baby. But at the end of the day, guess what? Like I always saying, I'm going to keep saying, you can have all the skilled players you want. If your trenches is trash ass, you ain't got nothing, bro. Huh? If you can't protect your quarterback majority or even half the time, you ain't got nothing, bro. What does it matter? Huh? So I'm not so caught up into this wide receiver. I feel like they can draft or find a wide receiver late in the draft. if we being realistic. You dig me? But I don't think that's the move to make, man. You got more important roster holes to fill. Interior D linemen, right? Edge rushers, tackles, offensive linemen, guards, etc. Dog. So I feel like now, of course, it comes to a certain point in the draft where you draft the best player available. But beginning of the draft, first round, would you really be cool with them taking a receiver? Nah, man. Nah, I'd rather them take Braden Fiske. Solidified tank. The boy moved like a cheetah, agile as a cheetah. Comes to a certain point, you got to be smart, man. You got to be smart about your moves, your decisions, dog. Period. So why waste an early pick on Marvin Harrison Jr.? No question about his talent, but you got to think about needs, dog. Needs. And let's say they do draft him. Who's their quarterback then? Since everybody wants them to draft a quarterback, you draft Marvin Harrison Jr. at 11. Are you cool with them taking Penix then? Taking Spencer Rattler? But I thought everybody wanted them to acquire a top 3, top 4, top 5 quarterback. That's what I'm saying, man. All these opinions. But what's the best option? What's the best solution to the problem for the Vikings long term? Right? What are the long-term goals? Huh? Heavy. 2025, they got more compensatory picks. They got what? Three third-round picks from the Danielle Hunter and Kirk Cousins. Moving on. So 2025, they can really build draft capital. And they're going to have that Guapino in the pocket. So we're talking about for the future as well. Think about the future as well. And everybody say the whole goal of this draft, is to find your rookie quarterback, get that rookie scale contract, build around him. So what we really talking about? So would I be mad about them drafting Marvin Harrison? No, I wouldn't be mad, but why? Why? Especially first round that early when you need so much. Now, if they were to trade Jettas and then maybe acquire 3 first-round picks, then heck yeah, get that man. Build your squad. Get that man. You can go either direction for real then. You can draft a quarterback. You can draft a receiver and a D tackle all in the first round. Come on now. That's why it depends on so many different variables that play a part, dog. Yeah, different factors that can make the Vikings go in a different direction. But it's all a if. So yeah, man. You got to see what happens with Jettas. You just got to see, man. Great time, man. Off season, the real season, dog. Off season is the real season. Hands down, man down 1,000, bro. But at the end of the day, the Vikings are winning the off season, but they need to finish strong. Just like I said last year, they need to finish strong. That's the goal. That's the key. The draft will be everything, man. The draft will be everything, mean everything moving forward. Huh? I'm sure Kwesi know that. I'm sure O'Connell know that. The whole organization know that, bro. There's no way around it. So it's imperative that they hitting the draft. Get it right. But I just don't see I just don't see where it makes sense. Where they would draft Marvin Harrison Jr. Is he a weapon? Yes. Will he contribute right away? Yes. But does it make sense? Not to me. Not if you continue to keep Justin Jefferson around and you got Addison and you got Naylor and you got Powell and it will be receivers later in the draft too. Just how I feel about it, man. Let's not make emotional moves because they sound good or feel good. What's the best move for the Vikings, dog? What's the best move? 1,000. And right now I say the best move is you either trade up all the way to that 2 or 3 spot so you guaranteed to get that quarterback, or you keep your 2 first-round picks, man, and build them trenches. Build them trenches, dog. Y'all know how I feel about it. Big SKOL here, man. Let me know how you feel about it. Fire them comments up. Feedback is much appreciated, man. Big SKOL here. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you hit that bell so you know when I'm on and rock and rolling, going live and videos, dog. Let's get it. SKOL Vikes forever, man. Win, lose, or draw. Heavy. Yeah. Hold on, though. Oh, man. Oh, man. I ain't got no picture, hear me? SKOL like that. Heavy. Yeah.